In this video, we are back in London, England, next on Jaycation. Hey, what's up, Jaycationers? Welcome back to another video back here in London, England. So I'm excited to just show you guys around here. And it's been a while. This was the first country that I visited across the Atlantic Ocean back in 2008. I remember coming here when the Chargers played the Saints over at Wembley Stadium, and I was still working for the Chargers, so they flew me over here. And this was the first place I ever went to that was in Europe. And there is Big Ben, which was one of my first ever landmarks I've seen. And there is the Thames River and the London Eye. So we're gonna check out a bunch of food and show you guys how I got here. So we're gonna flash back to me over by London Heathrow Airport earlier in the morning. Take it away, JJ. All right, Jaycationers, so we made it here to London, and it is my first time back in London in about 6 years. The last time I was here was for the Live the Adventure travel conference, which I went to meet other YouTubers around Europe. I formed some very deep bonds over there, made friends with the Traveling Clat, Hello, and Fit Wander Lifestyle, and a bunch of other people that I still keep in touch with today on social media, and we see each other from all over the world. And that was my last trip here in London, and I was still very green on YouTube. My last video I was just watching a few weeks ago, and I was like, dude, let's do this London video differently. So last night I flew Lufthansa. It was like 110 euro to fly from Munich to London Heathrow, and I knew I was gonna be tired after a long day of Oktoberfest, and I wanted to just get to my hotel. So I booked this Ibis Styles hotel right across from Heathrow Airport. I took one of the public buses, the double-decker buses. It was kind of a puzzle to find the central bus station, but eventually I found it. You have to get up and down all these elevators around Heathrow, so that's one thing. But once I got here, I just crashed out. I booked this on my Chase Sapphire Rewards card so I could use some of my points, and it was give or take about 110 for the night, but it is a really nice, stylish room, and I'm gonna show you guys. So don't do what I did. These are one of those hotels where you gotta put your room key into this for the electric to work, and this morning I thought I lost my room key, and I was tripping because I never left the room, but it was here the whole time. So just remember that you put the room key in here. They have a little stool when you enter. This is not really a closet, but they have 4 hangers and a few hooks. Your hair dryer's up there, a couple extra towels. They even put pillows up there, which I used last night. Here's your full-size mirror, small TV. I like that they have this ledge here, a trash can, and this is the queen bedroom right here. So I had a nice big queen bed to sleep in after sleeping in a twin bed for 2 nights. And this is a space selfie picture. See what Ibis Hotels does, Ibis Styles, they just try to keep it pretty hip, and this is a pretty nice design. And then on the bedstand, you got a lamp, a reading light, and I messed up and got the wrong charger. And then here's the phone, your menu if you want to eat or get something at the bar, and this will tell you everything about Ibis. This is your refreshment trolley, and it says with compliments of Ibis Styles London Heathrow. You open it up like a one of those trunks, and inside you got 2 coffee mugs, spoons, milk, and some stuff for coffee. You got a teapot, and then 2 comp waters. So I used those 2 comp waters. I put them in my Buxton. Bed was nice and comfortable, 4 pillows, and it's a very quiet place. You have this extra chair here and a nice desk where you can eat or do some work. Luckily, they had at least 1 USB port, which I was able to use to charge. I brought the wrong converter. They have converters to EU plugs down in the vending machine downstairs, but it's £8. So I'm not gonna pay $12 just for that US. And this is another nice little frame of different names of airports around the world. Duty free, London Heathrow, JFK. I see BCN, so that's pretty cool. And then the view outside's nothing spectacular. There is a bridge to the main building. I'm in the annex building is what they call it. This is what you see here in London. It's kind of cloudy today. So your boy Jaycation already did 2 mistakes on this trip. I thought this was the London plug, and I brought this with me, and it is not. It's something else. So I have to find a plug somewhere where it's cheaper than 8 pounds. Another mistake I made was I was so used to the free breakfast I had in Munich at my hotel that down here I thought the breakfast was free, but it turns out you have to have a coupon to give to them for it to be free. Otherwise it's like 14 pounds, which is like $17, and it is a whole buffet. They have an English breakfast with beans and bacon and sausage and croissants, bananas, fruits, coffee, everything. But it caught me off guard because the guy was like, what's your room number? I gave him my room number, and then he comes back, he's like, oh, your breakfast is not included. And I was like, F. And I already had gotten all the food because there's like nothing posted up. Maybe I should have done a better job being more perceptive and reading. So that's partially my fault. But he was like, yeah, it's 14 pounds. I ended up paying 14 pounds, which is like almost 17, 18 bucks. So I figured let's get my food's worth. So I did a couple of rounds. Yeah, you know, that's the lesson learned. So those are the 2 mistakes that I made so far here in London. And the way I got from the public bus, central bus station in Heathrow, was you can just tap your credit card when you walk onto the bus and it will just automatically charge you. So I use my Chase Sapphire Reserve card whenever I travel because that has the best foreign transaction rate and it has 0 transaction fee. Make sure you have a Chase Sapphire Preferred or Reserved card or a card that does transaction fees foreign for free. Can't forget to show you the bathroom. It's a giraffe that looks like it's peeking its head out on an airplane window above the ground. And then you have this nice mirror with a circular light. They do give you hand soap, but I don't like that they don't give you lotion. A couple of cups down here. And one thing that was weird is that this door, it kind of blocks the sink and the towel rack. So even if you're alone, you have to close it all the way. You got a trash can, your toilet paper. There's even a sanitary bag here. The toilet's okay. It was kind of high to the ground and the toilet seat was a little loose. A nice, really warm shower, and it's pretty big in the shower, and they give you press to impress hand wash and conditioning shampoo. Also, here's the air conditioning. It was nice and cold last night, so I was under the sheets. I was knocked out, guys. Being under the sun during Oktoberfest yesterday really drained me, and I really needed a full night's sleep. So I'm glad that I just got this hotel right by the airport to rest up so I can walk around London, which we're gonna do now. So I got my bag. This is the first time I only brought one bag that I just put under my seat. Even me packing light is still pretty heavy. We're gonna have to switch hotels. We're actually moving to the Days Inn in London, so we're gonna show you a tour of that a little later. Let's hop on a bus, then the Heathrow Express into London town and grab some lunch, maybe some fish and chips maybe? Let's go. So this is a mistake a lot of people make, is not bringing the right adapter or even bringing one. You can get one here for 8 pounds. This was the annex I stayed in the first floor. There's a walking bridge to the main building. And then what's funny is there's a gas station, an Esso gas station here. And this is where I picked up some water and a gin and tonic can last night. And then if you round the corner here, this is where you get your bus. So I'm gonna hop the bus into London town. So this bus stop is very convenient. You just hop on right here in front of the Ibis. Got on the bus. Gotta get to the Elizabeth line metro next. All right, we're hopping the Elizabeth tube line. Got off the double-decker bus. Let's get through the turnstile. Here we go, right on time. I decided I'm gonna try to go to my hotel a little early, about an hour early. Since we're here, this is Paddington Station. So I really do like that you could just tap in and tap out with your credit card, but I just don't know how much I paid. They said it's about €2.80. I guess we'll go to the hotel and see. This right here is called the Wild Table of Love, right by Paddington Station. A bunch of animals like elephants, giraffes, and hippos hanging out at a dinner table. Well, it's a tad bit nipply here in London, so gotta find a jacket. I brought a jacket. Well, fix my mistake. $6.99 here, so I only saved $1 by not getting in that vending machine. Since I have a Wyndham Rewards business earner card, Days Inn is a Wyndham property, and I found this place easy enough. It's really easy traveling around a place that speaks English. Just checked into the Days Inn. It was literally a 5-minute walk from the Paddington station, and right when I checked in, the guy saw me holding this and he was like, you know, we give that free for guests. Anyways, another mistake. Mistake number 3 here in London. Days Inn does provide you with adapters. Gosh darn it. All right, I need to find me some fish and chips. Well, it looks like it's about to start sprinkling. I got a jacket. Oh crap, this isn't good. I got a 25-minute walk. I'm gonna be drenched. A little change up. The walk was 25 minutes and it was kind of strong rain. We're here at Sussex Gardens and we're going into this pub called the Monkey Pod. I might get some pie and a pint and maybe some fish and chips. We'll see. We're here at the Monkey Puzzle. And I ended up getting London Gin, Martin Miller's. Shout out to Roel. He told me to get Martin Miller's with some Schweppes, and then I ordered their house special beef and mushroom pie. Excited for that. Now that's a perfect gin and tonic right there. Nice and dry. So we went with the house pie. It comes with piping hot mashed potatoes and gravy in this iron skillet. Oh, that looks amazing. We're gonna have to run the circumference of Hyde Park twice to burn this off. That mashed potatoes and gravy hits. Nice meaty, beefy pie. I'm gonna let it cool off a little bit, but it's perfect pub food here in London. Great way to start. Absolutely devoured that pie right there with the mashed potatoes. Thumbs up. Great gin and tonic. Definitely recommend that as well. Let's move on to the next place. The rain's let up. So that was the Monkey Puzzle here in Sussex Gardens. And I'm literally just right across the street staying. So I'm just gonna take a little nap skis and a break. And hopefully this rain lets out. Maybe we could go for a run at Hyde Park. But if not, we'll just head into Oxford Street, Oxford Circus, and go shopping. So that rain mixed with the gin and tonic and that heavy beef and mushroom pie, that got me to hitting a wall. And yesterday I was in the sun a lot, so I was very sun drained. So I took an hour nap and now it's nice and kinda sunny. So we're gonna walk around. It's Sunday, so why not just take a Sunday stroll around Hyde Park? Walking around to Hyde Park right now. Another observation I have, you know everything's backwards here. You look left, right, other way. It's the opposite way, man, and you can never get used to it. So you might as well just look both ways regardless. And that's why they mark it on the street. Look right, look left, so that you know which way to look with the car coming. So here we are, Hyde Park. They have walking lanes. They also have bike lanes. I'm probably gonna get a run in here tomorrow. Like I said, look right. On the opposite, it's look left. It's not only cars you can get ran over by, it's also bikes. So many trails and pathways here. People running, people got their dogs around here. Nice park. So I'm walking down Hyde Park. I'm like, why is the foliage kinda starting to turn brown? Well, it is September 17th, so it is almost fall, and it is around 60 degrees around here right now. All right, we are here by Oxford Street, one of my favorite places to go shopping. They got tons of shops over here. Let's see what we can get into. The bad thing about going shopping on a Sunday is everything closes at 6, so everything's starting to shut down. It's about 5:55 right now. Still got tomorrow. Oh, you guys know I gotta check out the Disney store while we're here. That's cool. They got some Mickey Spirit jerseys, London style here. And would you look at that? The sun is coming out. Oxford Circus is a long street. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to come back to Nike Town tomorrow because it's closed on a Sunday. Hey, London's got the Marugame Udon that I tried over in Oahu. Outdoor urinals. Perfect for a guy like me, Mr. Jaycation. Why don't they have that in every city? Well, I already have all these in my collection, London and England, so don't need them anymore. And then this is the area of Carnaby. I just love it. All the decorations up here. I'm liking this 3D British Carnaby flag here. And then this street is all different colored light bulbs. Turn a corner and you're suddenly in Soho. And this right here is the art of Banksy. One thing I do love about London are these indoor passageways that you can cut through to get to the other streets within town. Definitely hidden gem shortcut. And here we are at the famous Piccadilly Circus. They have this really famous area where people hang out by these steps and this monument right here. And it's kind of reminiscent of Times Square with all the ads on the screens. Down the way I can see the Parliament. It's peeking through. This place, Olenstein Lagehuset, it's a great bakery. Me and Momcation and Brocation went here in Denmark once upon a time. So we're walking right by Trafalgar Square right now, on the way to Big Ben and Westminster Abbey. There are the two lions chilling in front of this huge monument. Not gonna lie, this little corridor smells like horse poo-poo. Down in the distance is the famous London Eye. It's definitely not the Link High Roller. Back in 2008, my first ever trip to this side of the world, I rode this with my friends. And there he is, Big Ben himself. This is one of the first ever landmarks I ever saw in my first ever trip to the UK. I still remember thinking how amazing seeing Big Ben was for the very first time. You know, when you don't leave the country and you're in the US for most of your life and you finally go to Europe and you see these monuments that you've seen on movies and in history books, it's really exciting to see. And you know, years later you come back and you appreciate it a little more because you still remember that first time. And there's the London Eye at dusk. It was fun. I rode that thing, but it was a little too slow for me. So you guys hear me take jabs at that former team I used to work for with the NFL. They start with a C. Well, one of my favorite memories with working with them was being here on the Thames River and checking out a dinner cruise. We had a dinner cruise here on a Friday night. It was one of the best parties ever, hanging out with Philip Rivers, LaDainian Tomlinson, Antonio Gates, and all the rest of my coworkers and the players back in 2008. It was just such a great fun time. Everybody was just letting loose, and the players, the staff, they were all mingling together, had some great pictures of the London Bridge, and you'll see a few of them here. I'm gonna try to put them down here, but that was a great night. Shout out to the homies, Antonio Cromartie and Chris Chambers. All right guys, so we made it to Greenwich, and this is the Trafalgar Bar, and I'm gonna watch a rugby game with my friend Jenny. Wow, this is cool. Look at all these flags. Jenny!
Yay!
What's up guys? What did you have for dinner?
Bangers and mash.
Bangers and mash.
Typical British food.
And we watched rugby because
England's playing Japan in the Rugby World Cup.
yeah. Good to see you, dude. Barcelona, let's go!
Tomorrow for sure.
All right, second morning here in London. We're gonna go for a run at Hyde Park, and got about an hour, so let's hustle. Made it to Hyde Park. This fountain area, they have a nice Rolls Royce over here. Look at this. It's actually a Royal Park's ice cream truck. You'd be going through the paths over here. I don't know which way to go. I might go there, I might go there. I'm gonna go this way. This was a big tragedy that happened in my lifetime. The death of Princess Diana. They have a memorial fountain. Let's go take a look at it. I still remember as a kid seeing it on the news, Candle in the Wind, all that stuff. And yeah, let's see the fountain. Well, the Princess Diana fountain is gated off right now. Looks like it's actually some kind of landscaping is done to it. So this is it right here. It's like a circular fountain river. So we're running the circumference of the Serpentine lake over here. Tons of swans. They even have a swimming area, believe it or not. And really nice trail all around it. So that's Henry Moore's The Arch. Just made a nice little round trip around the Serpentine. Now it's about 9:45. I got a shower, show you guys the Days Inn, and go grab some lunch. All right, Jaycationers, freshened up, took a shower, packed my bag. Nice little run this morning. We're back here at the Days Inn, and I spent 91 pounds with my Wyndham Rewards business card. Now that card is amazing. That's how I stayed at the Ramada in Waikiki, and then got this here in the middle of London, right by Hyde Park. 91 pounds, that's pretty uncalled for a pretty decent room here right next to the Paddington station. And whenever I think of Paddington, I think of the Paddington Bear. Maybe that's where this originated, because the Paddington Bear comes with like a Great Britain flag design, right? 91 euro, and breakfast is included. So I had coffee downstairs, but I got my usual croissant with cold cuts and cheese. I'm gonna eat that now, and we're gonna go explore a little more, do a little more shopping, and hang out with some friends. All right, before we leave, let's give you a little tour of the Days Inn room. So right here, you gotta put your hotel card in to get the energy. The air conditioning is right here, nice and cold actually. This closet is weird. It has a safe that doesn't work and it kind of smells. There is an ironing board, and then they have extra pillows and blankets up here. You got this luggage rack right here and a nice desk actually, and they do provide you with some instant coffee, which is cool, and sugar and a cup. Nice little vanity mirror here that's not lit, and there's my laptop, and I had to buy an adapter because I was wrong. And then the hair dryers here, it's weird, the hair dryers are outside the bathroom in European rooms, and then there's like this nice countryside of England, and they even have a reading light over here. This is the bed, queen size bed, and here is a leaf doily curtain, and then you're looking out to some of the buildings here by Hyde Park, and there is a flat screen TV and a nice little cubby right here. Inside the bathroom you got the mirror, the toilet seat's a little loose. That was weird because the toilet seat was loose at the Ibis Styles. Toilet paper, trash can, small sink, toiletry ledge. They give you this hand wash, and then the shower was decent. Shower was okay, and then you got shampoo. Towels are down there. Nice enough size. Days in definitely gets my approval. I would say that if I had to stay somewhere and get a deal, I would definitely stay here. And the breakfast was okay. It was just your regular cold cuts and croissants with coffee. Had to pick up a few souvenirs. Now, they do have some souvenir shops here in Paddington, just across the street from the train station. And it's actually pretty decently priced compared to probably like Oxford Circus and Piccadilly, where it's more tourist driven over there. And we made it over here to Paddington Station. Gonna hop the Bakerloo line to Oxford Street. All right, we made it. I had to get me this tennis bucket hat. Reminds me of my Lola John. What I love about Nike Towns is that they got like special London Just Do It shirts. And I like getting these, but I'm gonna get one for Dadcation because they don't have larges for me. So I cop one of those. And they also have these cool bandanas, but I ended up getting that bucket hat. Oh my God, there's a PSG store here. Y'all's already know I'm gonna cop something. I've been looking for the cutoff of this, but they don't have it. For you Harry Potter fans, they have a store here called House of Secrets. I know nothing about Harry Potter. Game of Thrones, baby. There's the king, King Charles. I didn't notice that London had a little tower needle like that. Look at this cool little tunnel here. This is where we're having lunch. Circolo Popolare. Italian food in the UK. Let's go. I ended up getting the new Norma. And yes, shout out to Norma Helly. That's why we got it. It's got mushroom. It's like a Sicilian pasta dish. Let's try it out. Oh, that al ragu sauce. That's a hitter. Bellissimo. And then I got an Italian gin. I forgot the name of it. Italian gin with lime and lemon. So good. This is the lemon pie. It's like, it almost looks like a key lime pie. Oh. Creamy. I'm with the pistachio gelato. I'm just craving that gelato, guys. Sweet tooth. In London, eating Italian food. Who knew? Alright, so let's move on to the next spot. Maybe I'll have some fish and chips before I leave. So, because it's raining, I decided to tag along to the British Museum. And it's free, but they ask for donations. We're currently in an Egyptian museum sector of the British Museum. So you may think the Rosetta Stone is a language app to learn. Nope, that's the real Rosetta Stone right there. And this place right here is called the Mayfair Chippy Fish and Chips, and they have all these awards here, look. Well, the line to Mayfair Chippy was way too long and I gotta get to the airport, so no fish and chips for this video. Boo! Holy crap, it's the Paddington Bear himself. And he's got paparazzi. So I'm leaving out at Gatwick Airport. It's €64.99 back to Barcelona via Vueling. I took the Gatwick Express, but it's every 30 minutes and I just missed it, so I gotta wait for the 6:59 one. Alright, Jaycationers, we couldn't leave London without getting fish and chips and some mushy peas. Even though it's airport, beggars can't be choosers. Also got a latte. Sprinkle it with this. My flight got delayed 15 minutes, so it enables me to eat. So I'm actually happy. Alright. Some fries in. Mushy peas. This will have to do. This is the flying horse at Gatwick Airport, and I'm watching my flight right now on the screen. Alright, Jaycationers, that'll do it here from London, England. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Jaycation. He just hit 100,000 subs, so I'd really appreciate it. And it was great having some fish and chips, hanging out with the homies, and just seeing London, the very first place I went to on this side of the world. So we'll see you in the next one. Till then, stay traveling, London.